had to drive 4 hours. We don't have to do that here.
We absolutely do not. But yeah, those are areas that don't get a ton of snow. My cousin lives outside of Augusta, and they had a video. Their kids are using the pool toys as a sled to go down the hill with all the snow. So they're adapting a little bit and getting some of the snow and the cold. They've had their fair share as well. We've had our fair share of cold, especially lately. Compared to the first part of the month, the second part of the month has been incredibly cold. We started the first half of January over 1 degree above average. We actually had a day where we were in the 50s and a day when we were in the 60s, and goodness was that nice. It was all downhill from there. We've really had a lot of cold to deal with since then, with temperatures well below freezing most days, and even below 20 degrees for that matter most days as well. So big changes for that second half of the month. So when you factor in the whole month so far, not including today's data, we're running over 7 degrees below average. So quite the change that we've had happening over the last 15 days or so here. With that being said, we're going to be not as cold tonight, which is a welcome thing to hear. A lot of us had record lows this morning. That's not going to be the case tonight and heading into tomorrow morning. We'll still have a little bit of a wind chill out there, but not as bad overall. And into Sunday, we might hit 20 degrees, which is going to be quite an achievement for us. We have a chance at hitting 20 every day this week, which is still well below average, but at least a step in the right direction for us. We do have a couple of chances to see some snow this week. We'll look particularly at Monday. And really Friday is going to be our day to watch closely. Got a few areas where we're seeing some snow out there right now, a little bit of diminished visibility around the downtown Cleveland area because we've got a little bit of lake effect that's popped up. We've got a north wind. We're tapping into some moisture from Lake Huron up north, because I know Lake Erie is pretty frozen over, so we're getting some moisture from further north, but that's kind of spreading to the south as we get into the overnight hours here. So we're dealing with a little bit of this snow. It's going to cause some limited visibility at times, maybe a little bit of a slowdown if anybody's out on the roadways, but we see that through portions of Medina County, kind of approaching that 71 corridor through there. A good portion of Lorain County, including a good section of the Turnpike, dealing with a little bit of snow. And then in and around the Cleveland area, Cuyahoga County, we got some flakes flying there. And again, if you're out and about tonight, you might encounter a little bit of a slowdown because of that, but we are equipped to deal with the snow. We've had a lot of snow already. It's winter for us, it's okay. Here's where it's not so much okay. There's still some snow falling through portions of South Carolina and a lot of snow falling, especially across the central and eastern portions of North Carolina. So folks down there not as equipped to deal with snow. Off to the west, they're old hands at it at this point through the plains. We're gonna watch this area of snow. We'll get some leftovers from that as we get into Monday. And that cold has really taken over for a good portion of the country. We've kind of kicked the coldest of the air out, but cold temperatures extend all the way to the south, 29 down towards New Orleans, just 38 degrees towards Tampa. So even Florida is getting in on some of the well below average temperatures. We're going to keep our temperatures mostly in the single digits as we go through tonight. Wind chills will still be in the negatives for many areas early tomorrow morning, but we do improve from there as we go through the day. We'll get in a few peaks of sunshine, and we'll call it a bit warmer. We're using that term very loosely there, but we'll at least break 20 degrees through the afternoon for most locations. We'll get into that National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast for Monday. Temperatures start off single digits for most of us. We will have a little bit of a wind chill out there first thing Monday, but we do improve into the 20s as we get into the afternoon hours. Just a chance for a stray flake or flurry early on. We'll have some better chances to get a couple of scattered snow showers to pop up as we get into the second part of the day. Again, that's some of the leftovers from what's to our west right now. So we'll keep that chance for some snow around through the evening into the first part of the overnight hours. And then from there, we're really going to be watching as we get into Friday. Tuesday, we'll watch closely because we have a system off to our south. Right now, expectation is, with all but one model, that this snow is going to stay just south of us with this model. There's one model that would get it a little closer to the north and therefore into some of our southern counties. So we'll watch that closely for Tuesday. But a lot of those models have that kind of just missing us to the south. Again, it's a close call there, so we'll keep a very close eye on it. Friday is really going to be our day to watch. We've got some good model agreement and some good consistency as well, that we get our next shot of snow on Friday. That could also be our day to potentially hit the freezing mark for the first time in what will be quite a while at that point. So we'll look at that Union Home Mortgage forecast. Again, cold out there tonight. We've got a few areas of snow showers right now coming in off of the lake. We will see some breaks in the clouds into tomorrow. Temperatures back into the low 20s for tomorrow, and we'll try to break 20 at least every day this week. Again, we'll watch Monday for some of those leftover snow showers there. We're watching a system to the south for Tuesday. Friday, that best chance to see some more widespread snow and hopefully hit the freezing mark if we're lucky.